What's going on, everybody? I want to show you all these ingredients, the pumpkin and the onion I grew from the garden, and how I turn it into a pumpkin ginger soup. Turning this into this. I'm just going to reach out to you guys now and ask that if you found any useful information from my content that you please subscribe to my channel. I'm really trying to reach 200 subscribers right now. My videos have gotten tons of engagement, tons of views, but I'm really stagnated at 153 subscribers. So without any further ado, this is Seminole Pumpkin Ginger Soup. You're going to want 4 cups of peeled pumpkin. The peeling process, as you can see there, was kind of difficult for me. I think maybe with a Y peeler it'd be a lot easier. So I peeled most of it. I left some of the skin on because what the hell, it's going to go in the immersion blender anyways. Just to reiterate, we're looking for 4 cups of the chopped pumpkin, and 1/2 of the Seminole pumpkin was almost the full 4 cups, so I just took a little leftover frozen pumpkin that I had in the freezer because I really want to use the other half of this pumpkin for a different recipe. I haven't noticed any negative effects when using frozen ingredients in the Instant Pot. Now, I don't want to say soup is like the trash can of the garden, but it's definitely like the recycling bin of the garden because it's a great way to use any excess produce that you have laying around or any frozen produce that you think you might just want to use up. And I had 1 okra and 5 green beans that I just tossed into this so it wouldn't go to waste. This is a white onion that I've grown, and I've had it in the pantry since about April, and it's in perfect condition, and we're going to need 1 cup of white onion, or any onion really. After adding the 1 cup of onion, there's really not much left in the container, so I just went ahead and added the rest of it. The original recipe called for 1 tablespoon of minced ginger, and in my mind I really didn't think that was going to be enough, so I wanted to at least double the recipe, and I do better with weight than I do volume, so I wanted to get around 12 grams of ginger, so I cut off a piece that I eyeballed to be at 12 grams. When I measured it, it ended up being 16 grams, and I called that good. I minced it up as best as I could, added it to the pot. Doesn't have to be perfect because it's going to go through the immersion blender at the end anyways. I added 1 can of coconut cream. My favorite coconut cream is the Good & Gather organic that you can get from Target. It is very thick, very creamy, and has the highest fat content of any that I have found. If you like a thinner consistency, go ahead and substitute that for coconut milk. Let's move on now to our spices, and we're going to need 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of ground turmeric, or is it turmeric? The debate's never been decided. ½ teaspoon of ground nutmeg with the option of adding more as a garnish when serving. Saving the best for last, the garlic, 3 cloves of garlic, so that's going to end up being 3 teaspoons of our Spice World garlic. We gotta go ahead and give this a really good mix, and if you're OCD like me, that spill right there just drives you insane, so we're gonna have to clean it off before moving on. Secure the lid on your pressure cooker and make sure the pressure release valve is closed. We're gonna set the pot to high pressure for about 8 minutes. At the end of the 8 minutes, you're going to want to let your pot sit undisturbed for 10 minutes before releasing the pressure release valve. Da 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 da! This turned out so gorgeous, I can't wait to try it. Finish it off with the immersion blender. You're just gonna blend it all until smooth. Again, I'd love it if you guys would subscribe to my channel. I'm really trying to grow my following. I'm gonna keep bringing you garden content, showing you my garden, showing you how I'm using it in my everyday life. Just like this Seminole Pumpkin Ginger Soup, it made 2.5 servings. I'm having half a serving tonight, and I'm gonna freeze the other 2 portions. I'm gonna give one to my mom, and I'll bring the other one to work for lunch.